legitimate rape a slip of the tongue, or does Missouri Congressman Todd Akin, who's running for a Senate seat, believes there's such a thing as illegitimate rape, or that a woman's body in the midst of a violent attack can somehow throw up some sort of pregnancy shield? Listen.
It seems to me, first of all, from what I understand from doctors, that's really rare. If it's a legitimate rape, the female body has ways to try to shut that whole thing down. But let's assume that maybe that didn't work or something. You know, I think there should be some punishment, but the punishment ought to be in the rapist and not attacking the child.
Congressman Akin has apologized, but the damage is done. His comments forced the Mitt Romney-Paul Ryan team to issue a statement. It reads like this. Governor Romney and Congressman Ryan disagree with Mr. Akin's statement, and a Romney-Ryan administration would not oppose abortion in instances. Except the Democrats are already tying Akin's comments to Paul Ryan's views on abortion. The DNC chair tweeting, flashback. Representative Todd Akin, legitimate rape claim like Paul Ryan's support for House Resolution 3 redefined rape as only forcible rape. So let's talk about this. Let's bring in CNN contributors Will Cain and LZ Granderson. LZ leans left, Will leans right. Welcome, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Morning, Carol.
Good morning. So Congressman Akin had a real chance to beat a Democrat for the U.S. Senate. So, Will, is he toast now?
I'm sorry, was that to me, Carol?
Yes, it was, Will.
I'm sorry, could you repeat again?
Sure. He had a real chance to beat Claire McCaskill and win a Senate seat. Is he toast now in light of these comments?
Oh, he's toast. Toast, absolutely. Absolutely. He's done. I can't imagine a scenario in which he now beats Claire McCaskill. And what we'll see now is an attempted damage control from this bleeding any further. When we see tweets like Debbie Wasserman Schultz trying to extend this beyond Todd Akin, does this affect people's perception of GOP views in a broader scope, which the answer to that is clearly no.
Oh, I think LZ might disagree with you. And I say that only because the speed at which the Romney camp distanced itself was astounding. I think they did it like that. Because the gender gap is a real problem for the Republicans, and the Democrats are using Akin to attack Ryan. So, LZ, I'll ask you that question. Do you think this has greater implications, Akin's comments, that is?
Carol, I have two words to any woman watching this program right now, and that's wake up. This isn't just about one person. This isn't just about Akin. This isn't a one-off. This isn't a misspeak. This is an agenda. This is an ideal. This is a theocracy that's embedded in the GOP. This is not the first time we've heard something similar like this come from someone in Congress representing the GOP. In fact, right here in Michigan, a Democratic woman was banned, was censored from the House from talking after the debate about abortion, and she said the word vagina, and the Republicans thought it was so offensive that she said the word vagina about abortion, and she was censored. So this isn't just about Akin. This is about the party and their theocracy, and women need to wake up. This is so much bigger than this.
And Will, you can't deny that Democrats will argue that Paul Ryan was compatible with House Resolution 3, which redefined rape as only forcible rape. He co-sponsored the bill with Akin.
Okay, so first of all, this is exactly what I'm talking about. What LZ just said and did, which I am friends with LZ, and I'm thoroughly disappointed at what I see as an irresponsible claim that you're trying to take what one man said that is completely indefensible and actually somewhat incapable of being understood. What is legitimate rape? What is this mysterious process that women's bodies have that you suggest they can shut down pregnancy? These completely, simply crazy claims, and now extend that to a larger GOP mindset that endorses a theocracy that, as you said, the height of absurdity of the things that I just heard, and the perpetuation of that we will hear is nothing short of sheer political pandering. That's it. Dishonest pandering.
Every single time there is discussion about rape in the GOP, they talk about the role of religion being the main factor why they feel abortion should not be legalized in this country. They cite religion. They don't cite science. They cite religion. So I'm not overreaching, nor am I overstretching this. This is consistent with that. And oh, by the way, since you're trying to stretch and make things meet, what about forcibly rape? Okay, if you don't want to say about the body shutting down like Akin said, what about Paul Ryan and forcibly rape? How do you explain that?
So here's the deal, so we can bring some clarity to this conversation. The concept that
there is clarity to this conversation. You're backpedaling.
No, go ahead, Will. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm halfway into a sentence, LZ. I would really appreciate if you let me talk here. The concept that many GOP and conservatives are opposed to rape in all circumstances, and some who are not in the cases of rape and incest, has nothing to do with defining what is legitimate rape. And by the way, Debbie Wasserman Schultz's link between whatever Todd Akin meant, I have no idea what he meant by legitimate rape and forcible rape, is tenuous. There are other explanations, but besides the point, I don't know what he meant, and I don't think there is a legitimate explanation. But again, the concept that abortion is linked to rape, or whether or not when life begins and the religious implications there, has nothing to do with also someone saying that women can shut down pregnancy. The whole point is you're taking what is a legitimate debate about abortion and when life begins and who should be accepted from this process and when it should be legal and when it should not, to one extremely crazy comment about medical process and redefining what is and is not rape from one man in Missouri.
Yeah, but Will, I will say, then how do you explain Paul Ryan's acceptance or co-sponsorship of this bill that redefined rape as forcible rape? What did he mean by forcible rape?
I don't know what Paul Ryan meant by forcible rape in that bill. I do not know.
Well, we're going to try to ask, because there is an event in New Hampshire. Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan will be there. Our Jim Acosta is there. I'm sure Jim Acosta will ask Paul Ryan these questions, and we'll see what the answer is. And LZ, Will is right. We don't know what the answer is just yet.
We know the answer if we can look at the evidence that's been laid out over the last couple of years. In 2010, the party took over, and they were supposed to be working on their budget. And what we've seen has been nearly 100 different laws have been written into state constitutions affecting abortion. This isn't a one-off. This just isn't about Akin. This is about theocracy. It's not absurd, as Will would like to say it is. It's consistent with what they would like to see happen.
LZ Granderson, Will Cain, thanks so much for a spirited conversation on a tough topic.